What's going on YouTube, United Gamer here, and welcome to a guide here on Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon on how to get Zygarde in this game. This is the most long and tedious way to get a legendary that we have seen in all 7 generations of Pokemon. To get Zygarde's 100% form, you have to collect 5 Zygarde cores and 95 Zygarde cells spread out amongst the Alola region. I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to get every single core and cell for Zygarde's 100% form. I'm going to be categorizing it by islands. You can look in the description below as I will have a timeline of every core that I collect throughout this video. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below, but if you really want my attention, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Snapchat at UnitedGamer101. Those are the best ways to contact me. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Pokemon content on my channel. I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke of this game really soon. Do note that I am collecting all of these after defeating the Elite Four and becoming the Alola region champion, so I assume you already have the Zygarde cube that you collect through the story mode. Also notice some of these cells you can only collect during the day and at night, so if you don't see the cell there, try it at nighttime. You can actually change the time of your game by going to the altar of the moon or altar of the sun depending on your game and going in the portal and it will change the time. I'm actually going to be making a video on that soon to make it more clear. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get straight in the video. We are going to start off with the cells and do the cores later. First off, in Melemele Island, we will have 14 cells. Coming from your house onto Route 1, take a right and come to this back right corner to collect your first cell. Next, coming from the house yet again, take a left this time, and this one's going to be on Route 1 as well. Follow this path and you will get your second cell. I am going to be speeding these videos up just a little bit to not take too much of your time, so be sure to pause the video if needed. Continue on down this path and under the tree you will find your second cell. Coming from your house yet again, you're going to make your way down by the Professor Lab to collect your third cell. Coming from the Route 1 Pokemon Center, you want to make your way to the trainer school that you visited early in the game. You must come here at nighttime to collect this cell. But come over at nighttime, go over to this back right little cushion and grab your next cell. Starting from the far right of Route 2, you want to make your way up to this back left and go in front of the building on the porch and grab your 5th cell. This one must be at night as well. During the daytime on Route 3 outside the Melemele Meadow, come down to get your 6th cell. Coming from the same spot on Route 3 outside the Melemele Meadow, come across the bridge, take a right and come down below this tree and get your 7th cell. Entering the Hau'oli Cemetery, come up to the top left to get your 8th cell. At nighttime in Hau'oli City, by the Pokemon Center, to your left is your 9th cell. Coming from the same Pokemon Center in Hau'oli City, come down, take a left, and go inside the building to collect your 10th cell. You are now 10% of the way there. In Iki Town, make your way up past the stage and go to the back right during the nighttime by the guy and you will get your 11th cell. Coming from the same sign in Iki Town, you want to make your way up past this guy, go up to the Ruins of Conflict, and right outside the door you will collect your 12th cell. Head into Melemele Meadow right outside of Route 3 and follow this path to collect your 13th cell. Now this one is a little bit longer as well, so I will be speeding it up. For your 14th cell, go into Verdant Cavern, which is your very first trial site. Go to the very end on the top right and collect your cell. Now for Akala Island. At the beginning of Route 4, you want to come up to this ledge and there will be your 15th cell. I promise you there's one there, I just messed up with the recording. Right before Lush Jungle, technically on Route 5, come down to the left to collect your 16th cell. Next on Route 7, come down to the beach area and surf around the boulders to collect your 17th cell. Right at the beginning of Route 8, go ahead and go right beside this building to collect your next cell. Next up in Route 8, coming down here during the daytime, you will find one right in front of this boulder. Now there's not one again, I'm sorry, but I promise you, there's one right there. To the right of Route 9 comes the Akala Outskirts. Follow this path to get your 20th Zygarde Cell. Next in Diglett's Tunnel, you want to go straight up to collect your 21st cell. In the Hano Beach, you will find 2 Zygarde cells. One of them you must collect during the daytime. So head on over to Hano Beach, and one is under the umbrella. Go ahead and grab that. You must get off Tauros to do so. And then go up to the top right during the daytime to collect your 22nd and your 23rd Zygarde cells. In Heahea City, go from the right side of the Pokemon Center all the way to this little parking lot to collect your next cell. Next in Heahea City, at the very top at the mansion, you want to go inside to the left next to the couch to collect your 25th Zygarde cell. You are now 1/4 of the way there. In Konikoni City, come to the very top to collect your next cell. In Lush Jungle, go to the very right to go into the cave. You will need Machamp to move a boulder, I already did so in the video, but go ahead and collect your 27th Zygarde cell. Next in Paniola Ranch, you will need to come here at the daytime and the nighttime to collect 2 Zygarde cells. During the day, come to this top right to collect a Zygarde cell. During the nighttime, come to the same path but take a left and collect your 29th Zygarde cell. Directly beside the Pokemon Center in Royal Avenue, during the day you will get your 30th Zygarde cell. In Royal Avenue, during the daytime, come from the Pokemon Center up to the top in the parking lot to find your next cell. Next, in Wela Volcania Park, which is where you have your fire trial, come up to the top and take a left to collect your 32nd Zygarde cell. During the daytime, coming from the right side of Route 10, follow this path to get your 33rd Zygarde cell. At nighttime, coming from the top of Route 11, follow this path to get your 34th Zygarde cell. Here on Route 12, during the daytime and the nighttime, you will find your 35th and 36th Zygarde cell. During the daytime, you will find this first one by the boulder, and during nighttime, you will come down right beside it and get your 36th. Coming from the left side of Route 13, you will come down here by this trailer to get your 37th Zygarde cell. Coming from the left side of Route 13 yet again, during the nighttime this time though, come up here by this Mudsdale to get your 38th Zygarde cell. At nighttime, coming from the top of Route 14, come down to this broken bridge to collect your next cell. Coming from the same top of Route 14, go all the way across the beach to get your 40th Zygarde cell. Coming from the bottom of Route 15, go over to the beach side to get your next cell. Yet again on Route 15, go up to Aether's house and go to the left room during the daytime to collect your 43rd Zygarde cell. Next on Route 16 by the Pokemon Center, during the daytime, go to the left to get your next cell. Here on Route 17, right before Po Town, come down here to get your next cell. Coming from the same spot at Route 17, right before Po Town, follow this path with your Tauros to get your next cell. Coming from the bottom of Blush Mountain, make your way to the top and then get your next cell. At the very top of Mount Hokulani, you want to come in the observatory where you had your electric tile, and then come to the left over here to collect your next cell. Now in Malie City, when you come to the left from the Pokemon Center, during the daytime you will get your next cell. Yet again, during the daytime, for your 49th cell here in Malie City, you want to go to the Outer Cape, so just follow this path to get your next cell. For your 50th cell, at the very top right of Malie City, you want to go in that building and go to the far right of the building to collect your 50th Zygarde Cell. You are now halfway there. Coming from the very bottom of Malie Garden, you want to go to the very top left. You don't have to cross that bridge. I didn't because I didn't feel like battling them, but you want to go to the top left ledge to get your 51st Zygarde Cell. Here on Mount Lanakila, you will find two Zygarde cells. This is pretty much the victory road before the Pokemon League. At the very bottom, you will find the first one, and then you want to make your way to the top by the Pokemon Center, and then come right before the Pokemon League to get your next cell. Now for Po Town, you will have two Zygarde cells here, one during the day and one at night. If you come to the very top right next to the yellow truck, you will get the one during the day. If you go to the top left, near the red truck, you will get the one at nighttime. Next up, we have the Haina Desert, where we have two cells. Make sure you pay close attention here because you need to follow the exact path I take. You need to go up and then to the right for the first cell, but then you need to find the Ruin of Abundance, which if you follow the path I show you, you will find that as well, and there's another cell right outside there. Coming down to the secluded shore, you will find one here to the right at nighttime, and then one on the complete opposite side during the daytime. In Tapu Village, come down from the Pokemon Center right in front of the fence to get your next cell. Next, in Ula'ula Meadow, you will find two more Zygarde cells. Coming down from the ancient pony path, you want to take a right. It must be nighttime to collect this one. Now the second one that I'm going to grab by the hole in the wall needs to be daytime. Like I said, this one right here, as you can tell it is daytime, it must be day to get that one. Next, coming from the Ruins of Hope, we need to go to the Poni Breaker Coast. I did that because you can fly there. And you need one here in daytime and one at nighttime. This first one has to be daytime up here by the well, and then the second one needs to be nighttime. Now that it's nighttime, let's come on down and grab our next cell. Now it's time to do some exploring. You need to explore all of Poni Island. First off, we're going to do Poni Grove, and there's going to be 2 Zygarde cells here. Get past this trainer and come down to the right and you will get your next cell. Now for Poni Plains, there are 3 located here. This first one on the left tree is got to be daytime to collect. But during the nighttime, come up to the top right and get the second cell. The third cell, it does not matter as far as I know. Next, in Poni Meadow, there is only 1 located here. Follow this path to get your next Zygarde cell. Keep coming up from Poni Meadow to reach Resolution Cave. Here you are going to find 3 Zygarde cells and reach 76, so you're almost there, you're 3/4 of the way there. This first one that you come across, it must be daytime. The second one that you come across, it must be nighttime, and the third one does not matter. Now at Poni Coast, you will find 2 more Zygarde cells. This first one needs to be nighttime, and the second one does not matter. Next, outside of Ruins of Hope, I guarantee you've already got this one, but just in case you didn't, it's right outside here. At Poni Gauntlet, we will find our 80th and our 81st Zygarde cell. We are 4/5 of the way there. Coming from the Seafolk Pokemon Center, come to the right and go up on this dock to get your next cell. Yet again in Seafolk Village, we want to come from the Pokemon Center to visit this first building on the left, the restaurant. Come inside here to get your next cell. Now on to Poni Wilds. You're going to find 3 cells here. One that's got to be in daytime, one at nighttime, and one at any time. This first one here has to be during the day. This second one on the beach can be at any time. This next cell in Poni Wilds, by the sign, is going to be at nighttime. So make sure you have it at night and come over by this sign to get your next cell. Now on to Vast Poni Canyon. This one has 4 Zygarde cells in it, so I'm going to speed it up. This is right before you go to catch Solgaleo or Lunala depending on your game. Follow the path that I take and you will collect 4 Zygarde cells. Now last but not least, Aether Paradise. You're going to find 5 Zygarde cells here. One that needs to be in nighttime and one that needs to be in daytime. This first cell outside to the left of the building needs to be at nighttime. Now go ahead and enter the building and go to the bottom second floor, which is the labs. Go to the far right and you'll get your next cell. Now go back to the entrance level and then exit the building through the back. Here you're going to find the last 3 cells. After first coming out of the building, you want to take a sharp right and then come up these stairs to get your next cell. Your last 2 cells are going to be in this back building. One outside to the left here that must be daytime, so make sure you come here during the day to collect this one outside the gates. But now for your last cell, your 95th cell. Go ahead and enter the building, it'll be right under this table. Now time for the 5 cores. Now it's time for the 5 Zygarde cores. There's going to be 2 on Melemele Island, so let's go ahead and take care of those. First up is inside our house, not only in our house, but in our room. So go ahead and go in your room and get your first core. The next Zygarde core can be found in Iki Town. It is located in the Great Kahuna's house of Melemele Island, so go ahead and grab it. On Akala Island in Konikoni City, you will find your next Zygarde core. Come straight across from the Pokemon Center and then go up the stairs and take a left and you'll find your next core. Next, right before Po Town and Route 17, go down to the first building on your left to get your next core. If you did not know, this is on Ula'ula Island. The last one, the 100th item that we need to get 100% Zygarde on Poni Island on Ancient Poni Path. Come to the only building that they have, follow this path, and get the last core. Now that we have every single cell, come to Ula'ula Island on Route 16 and come in this building. It's right down from the Pokemon Center. Here you're going to be met by Senna and Dexio. They're basically going to go and explain how the Zygarde machine works, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip that. You can read it, on your own game. But we got all the cells. All we need to do is put this together and we will get Zygarde. Go ahead and hit assembly, and then you want to do using the Zygarde cube only because we don't have Zygarde. It'll say you have 100% if you've gotten all the cells, obviously, which we have, and then bam, it forms Zygarde. To get its 100% form, it has to reach half its health, which I will show gameplay of. That's a part of its power constructability. Just put Zygarde in your party and come out into the wild and you can use him. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did find this video even the slightest bit helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the video. I cannot tell you how hard I worked on this video. Sorry if you don't care, but I woke up today around noon. It is now 9 a.m. I have straight recorded and edited from 12 p.m. to 9 a.m. I do eat while I edit and stuff, but it has been a long, tedious day to collect all 100 of these, put them in the video in the right order, categorize them, make a timeline for you guys, commentate over them, but it is all worth it. I hope you found this guide helpful, guys. If you enjoy Pokemon content, be sure to check out my channel. I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke of this game very soon, as well as more guides. I already have an all legendary locations guide. Be sure to check that out. I'm going to be doing all TM locations, all Z Crystal locations, all evolutionary stones, all Alola forms, pretty much everything you can think of. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You guys can check me out on Twitter and Snapchat. You guys can actually Snapchat me, and I'll snap you back. It is at UnitedGamer101. Hope you guys had a great day. As always, this is not just a channel, it's a family, and I can't wait to see you on another Pokemon video. I'm out.